Welcome to the Business Empowerment Podcast, the show that keeps you in the know with what you need to know in business and technology, and for yourself so you can grow. Welcome to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Rob House, and my co-host, Wilton Rogers, got insight for miles and miles. We'll give you what you need to know. Get ready for the Business Empowerment Podcast.
What is up, brother?
And look, that's the most amazing thing. As soon as it started, my mic just crashed and fell on the ground. So I literally started the show by dropping the mic. Okay?
Hey, it's too early to drop the mic, man. and you froze. You with me? You're frozen with a big grin on your face, man. You're frozen with a big grin. Let me see if you're froze. Yep, you're froze. We're going to go to commercial. Let me see. There you are. Let me back you in. Hold on. No, you were out. We're going to go to... There you are. You with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Man, you're in this... I don't know what it is, man. You're in this cyber tornado or something, man.
This is wild. So am I good now? Or do I say?
Nah, man, you're good now. We got you. You're good. You're good. So, dude, you're still freezing, man. You need to go for a walk or something. You need to go outside. Are you there? Hey, dude, what's going on with your internet? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do Jacqueline by ourselves, man, because you are not happening. I don't know what's going on with you and your internet over there, but and Maryland is not good. Are you there? Okay, now he left, so hopefully he'll come back. We're gonna go to this commercial, and then we'll see what happens when he gets back. Hold on one second.
What if there was a way to get more done by using less effort? What if you could eliminate all the mundane, tedious, repetitive daily tasks off your plate? What if you could have more time to do the things you want to do, like customer engagement, branding, and spending more time with those who are important to you, like your team, your friends, and your family? Well, you can, and RPA can do that for you. RPA, Robotic Process Automation, is a technology that is literally transforming businesses overnight, giving you and your staff more time to do more meaningful things. The STA Group will show you how this can be done in less than 30 days and taking less than 5 hours of your time in the process. In that 30 days, you will learn how to identify all the places of your business that can be automated, and the STA Group will show you how. From conversation to activation in less than 30 days. You will only find that right here. You will be ahead of your competition, and you will give your business the opportunity to grow once you learn how to scale through automation. Contact us today for a free 30-minute discovery evaluation, and we'll show you how to transform your business overnight.
Joe, you back?
Hey, I am.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Man. We know 5G is coming somewhere.
It's somewhere.
Just give me 4.5G.
Man,
we got a good show today. We got a good show. We got a great guest.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a great idea.
Beautiful idea. Yeah, dude.
Baby.
This has already been going on for a while. This is amazing. What Jacqueline has done is amazing. It's going to be good to have her on here so she can share what she's doing. But she's really making a big difference, man, making a huge impact. And, we're excited. I've been following her for a while. I know you've been connected with her on a different level for a long time and work with her directly. So, yeah, man, it's exciting to finally have her on here for sure.
Man, let me. I was gonna read a little of her bio, but LinkedIn is lagging, so I'll just do what's in my mind. So Jacqueline Way Do One Give is a global giving movement. People all around the globe give on this day, and it is tomorrow, by the way.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow marks the day. And I think I'm not going to say how many years it is. I'm not going to say that, but I know that for the last 3 years, okay, it has been going on and it's been going strong. A couple of years ago, it hit 85,500 gifts, and I love that number because that recorded the amount of gives to the planet, to people, and to animals, to people everywhere. And through Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram and Snapchat and wherever else they could find and calculate and quantify numbers, they brought it in. Isn't that just freaking wonderful? And it's just giving. The simplest thing to do, but what we're gonna learn from this young lady here is how powerful it is. It's freaking fantastic.
Right.
Oh man, let's bring her on.
Well, before we do that, she made a post yesterday, and I responded to her post, and she was talking about it's really easy to give. You can go into your closet and give clothes. You can give all kinds of stuff, right? Yeah. And I responded to her. She said, "Well, hey, that'd be a perfect thing for you to give." And I didn't think about it. I was like, that'd be perfect, right?
Yep.
Dude, we have boxes of stuff. I'm going to my garage. I'm like, and she's talking about giving blankets, to your local shelters and stuff like that, even for the dogs and everything else, or animals. I was like, I didn't even think about that, man. So, so my wife and I are collecting our stuff, and we're like, dude, I was like, you know what? We have some stuff that, I don't use anymore, and it's still great. I'm like, you know what? Didn't even think about giving that, man. So absolutely, man. So I'm excited to finally bring her on so she can spread the knowledge and share with us what she's been doing, how it works, how other people can get involved.
Yeah. And
move forward. So let's bring her on, but we're going to go to a break, and then we'll bring her on right after the break. But I want to talk about the affiliate program real fast that we have.
Okay.
And the reason why is because, in this video is going to share with it, but people have to understand what RPA is and where automation is going. So we'll fill more back at the end towards the end of this. But before we go to break, if you guys are consultants, if you guys have a network of businesses and business leaders that check into our affiliate program, because it's blowing up and it's doing well. It's people are turning heads, getting a lot of attention,
and it's important, and it's a necessary technology, and it's an imperative technology. And when I say imperative, meaning that businesses who have it will last, and businesses who don't just won't be able to stay up. And
right.
So that's what it's going to be. So now is the time to learn about it, and now is definitely time to share it with people that you already know. Talking about my consultants. So let's run that.
Let's do that. All right, man.
The entire business economy was impacted by the pandemic. Trying to adjust to our new business culture and make the right choices can seem overwhelming. But the need to understand technology and automation today is a must if you want to stay competitive. Companies gain an immediate advantage over their competitors once they understand how to implement RPA into their current activities. Scale Through Automation has made it easy to gain this knowledge and to implement automation so you can have the time to focus on your business, adjustments, and its growth. This is where STA affiliates can impact their clients' businesses and fast. Simply share your clients' needs with us, and we'll show you how RPA can create big wins for them in a very short period of time. According to Gartner, over 50% of all businesses will have some sort of RPA implementation by 2027. Don't you think you owe it to your clients to make sure they have this information? The training and support you get through our affiliate program will allow you to make a difference in your client's business while improving your RPA knowledge and receiving a nice residual along the way. Set up a 30-minute affiliate consultation to see how RPA can have an immediate impact on your client's business and your life. We have the blueprint. Join our team.
Yes, there it is.
We are back with the one and only Jacqueline Way. How are you? You're on mute. Let me unmute her.
You got it.
There we go.
Let's
There you
try
go.
that again. Hello, everybody. So excited to be here with you.
Great to have you.
You here. You know, I made a mistake. I said 8,500.
No, you didn't. You said
Oh.
85,000.
Okay, because I was in my. Okay, thank you. All right.
You did. It was 85,000 that year.
Yes, it was so cool. I just
That
love
It's
it.
so cool.
Like
Yeah.
somebody just decides, you know, I'm gonna just give, and I'm gonna tell your story. You're here, like you gotta tell it, but I still gotta say a little piece of it. You know, you just start off with you and your son. It's just you and your boy,
It was just me and my kid.
and
Me and my kid. That impact, right?
that's what
We never know. We'll travel. It's that ripple effect of giving, right? We always talk
That's it.
about.
So
And
when
you
did that
never
start?
know. Well, you know, it started. The actual project started. What year is it? This year, 2021. I'm losing track. So it started. You know what? Really, it started 10 years ago because I started the project on my son's 3rd birthday. He's just turned 13. And so we did it for 365 days. So for 1 year. And then I had to take a break for a little while from 365 Give. We used to do it in the form of a blog. So I'd share those stories. But I had to take a break for quite some time because we actually adopted 2 more children, babies, right after that. And so I had to take a little break for a while just to be a mom. So there was kind of almost a 2-year break in between the time I did it with my son and then we actually turned it into an educational program for kids. And that's where really the spread started for us, is that we took the 365 Give concept that I'd done, just small acts of giving, so simple a 3-year-old could do it. And we turned it into an educational program for elementary schools, so for younger kids. And that's kind of where we started. And it only took us a short period of time to build up quite a few schools. So took us about 2 school years to have about 25 schools and 3,000. We had about 8,000 kids that were participating in the program. And then I got really blessed, and I did a TED Talk that has done pretty well, and a lot of people have viewed it. And so now 365 Give is kind of blossomed all over the world. We have over 400 schools that now participate in our programs, but it's not just the schools anymore. Now, you know, it's individuals and it's families and it's community groups and it's businesses. So it's really grown, not just with what we started, but now it's grown, you know, at a global scale in a global style movement. And, you know, Rob and I were talking about this earlier today, and it's always that people don't almost believe that the giving they do will have an impact, but it's never just about one. It's about all of us coming together to give in our own way that works for us, so that we feel empowered, so that we feel like we're adding meaning to our own lives and to others, or to our planet, or to animals, whatever that is. So it's just the power of one. And I always say, you know, times 7 billion people, we got a whole new world on our hands.
Yeah, very true.
whole new world.
You know, just by your post yesterday, you know, my wife and I already doing it. You messaged me back and you said, hey, you know what? Do it tomorrow. Do it on Wednesday. That's when we started here, right?
Absolutely.
But even that planted a seed. We can do more. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, this is a good. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like being involved is great. I was like, okay, wait a minute. It's not that hard to do more.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
You know, I was out with my kids the other day, and I took your lead as well. And so we gathered up, you know, I always got the clothes hanging around that nobody's doing. We're moving we put our we did this. We said, we're going to do 3 gives in 15 minutes. So in the car, we had our bag of clothes we were going to donate. I had all of my recycling that we actually take to the depot, because the depot takes way more of your recycling than just the guys that come to your back door. We did that one, and our friends have COVID next door. And so all in one breath, we literally dropped off our clothes to the Salvation Army, which benefits the world literally with the work that they do. You know, we went to the recycling depot. So all of our plastic and our light bulbs and our electronics, that all went in. That was another 5 minutes of my time, you know. And then we popped into Walmart and we got all these great little gift ideas, or just games, because there's 4 kids next door and their parents have COVID, so nobody can leave the house for 2 weeks. And done. We were done. In 15 minutes, we did 3 things that impacted pretty much every area of our world. And we just felt so good about it, right? And you can bring the kids along. It's not too much for them. It's all things that they can do together as a family. And it's really that easy. You know, we overthink giving sometimes. We make it complicated.
Yeah,
You know, but as I say, it's being in the moment, you
it
know,
is.
and it's in that moment going, okay, I'm doing it. I'm giving right now, donating my clothes to the Salvation Army so that they can resell it. It's their way of funding it. It gives an opportunity for people to buy great stuff at a great price. You know, all those things.
Yeah.
You actually think of how it affects, you're not just dropping it off, but the ripple that it creates by your donation to a secondhand store or a store that's how they fund what they do, right?
Yeah.
And people don't think of the deeper meaning sometimes
Yeah.
of how their give affects things at a larger scale. I say
Yes.
it's like picking up garbage. You go pick up garbage. Well, you know, for us, I live by the ocean. If I pick up garbage down at the ocean, that garbage is not going into the ocean. Well, if our garbage goes into the ocean, I eat that fish. So basically, I'm poisoning the animals that in turn I'm feeding my family with.
Yeah.
So the little things that we do, we're all connected, right? It's all
Yeah.
connected together, how we build that bigger ecosystem.
That ripple is strong and it is real.
It is.
You know, I told you this story, Jacqueline, and last year, and it wasn't due on Give Day, but you know, RJ, you know, and I were going to Starbucks, and we got there. It was a bunch of newspapers, like just kind of blowing everywhere. So you know, just naturally, I start picking up, and I asked RJ to grab them. So we're both picking up the newspapers. You know, there's some baby wipes. I said, don't grab that. We'll skip over that one. But we'll get the newspapers. So we got all those up. Then there was a car coming, just kind of, you know, parking in the space. But he waited because, you know, RJ was getting that last little piece of paper there. It's interesting because what we were doing, you know, so that was giving back to what? The planet, giving back to humanity, or just giving back to our community. But it's just a natural thing. And I just wanted to do it. My son did it. It felt good. But I knew the guy who felt something. Like I knew he did. I felt it when he saw us. And I didn't even stare at him. I just felt it. So we get in the Starbucks and pay for my drink. And I hear this voice the voice behind me say, I'm going to pay for theirs. Look, and it's the guy. And he says to me, man, I saw what you did out there. And I was really inspired. I said, I know it. No, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Inside, I said, I knew it. But it's like my son was there. And it was so beautiful for him to be there to witness all of it. The natural instinct of us just doing what's right, and then somebody being inspired by it, and then like paying for our drinks, which is pretty dope, you know?
Yeah.
That's the perfect thing to say, Rob, because it's you know, it's a lot about what I research and a lot about what we talk about, is that giving actually is a natural human instinct. Yeah. And people don't know this. And, you know, the science of giving has been researched for decades, which most people don't know about. Yep. But, you know, it's built into our DNA. It's actually how humanity continues forward, believe it or not, is that natural instinct to give, to be in community. You know, we're happier, we're healthier. It boosts our immune system. It lowers our stress. It's how our species actually keeps continuing on. And as much as, you know, CNN or Fox News doesn't always shout it out and shout it proud, you know, the fact is that the reason that we keep moving forward as a society is because we naturally do come from a place of giving. We naturally move in social circles together. We feel better when we're together, all of those things. And so science actually proves that it's exactly that, you know, that we are born to give.
Yeah. And when you can show your kids what happens when you do give.
Oh yeah.
At a young age, it impacts them in a major way. I mean, your son knowing it for the last 10 years, Rob, him and RJ being able to see that is like, okay, I see what kind of reaction this gets, how it makes people feel. They'll be able to notice that right away as a younger, so they'll carry that forever.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's what I love what you two talk about all the time as well. And, you know, it's the realizing, you know, that technology and humanity have now come together. So we can either use that as a powerful tool, and it's what I love about what you do with your business is that, you know, you always say this, you know, get rid of the jobs with the tool that you provide, your service. Get rid of the jobs so that people can actually be with people, you know, that you can uplift your customer service programs. You can connect people to people, you know, and let technology do the work that we don't want to do. And it's what I love about technology meets humanity is that we now have the power to create the algorithms that we want to see.
Yeah.
And that we want to feed and we want to create in our news feeds. And this can be, why would I talk about this all the time? The algorithms that show up for you and what you're looking at, that's exactly what you're creating. So if on your Instagram feed, you're getting nothing but negativity, coming through, or your Facebook or whatever handles you go for, the difference that when you start to feed your algorithms, what you put out to the world and what you connect to in technology will literally start to change that algorithms of what everybody is seeing. And the really cool thing about giving is that we actually have these things, they're called mirror neurons in our brain. And your mirror neurons don't actually know the difference between what you're seeing, let's say on TV or on your screen, whatever screen you're looking at, and real life. Okay, it just, that doesn't calculate for this part of your brain. So when your mirror neurons see good things going on, so let's think about those videos that we see where, the young boy's walking the old lady across the street, or the whole village has come together to pull the elephant out of the hole, or they're saving the dog that's going down the river during or after a tsunami, and everybody comes together to pull that dog out. Those mirror neurons translate that information that you're watching into feel good feelings inside your body. It actually makes you feel good. It inspires what we call your daily dose of happiness, which is dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and your endorphins. So whether you're giving in action, you're actually physically doing the giving, or you're watching somebody else give, like you did with that coffee store or the newspaper coffee story you told us about, the mirror neurons in your brain actually create those feelings no matter what. So my whole thought is, let's change what we're watching on social. Let's fill it with good things, positivity, people giving and showing and inspiring others, so that we're actually feeding our brains and bodies what it needs. Because when you're happier, you're more generous. Again, science tells us the happier you are, the more generous you are. It's that simple.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're doing with Do and Give Day. In a way, is that it's like, okay, get that feeling. Go and give so you can feel how good we know it feels for people. You will feel happier. And in turn, tomorrow, you're actually going to go out and want to repeat it again, because it just felt so good to be part of a community, and you can look on LinkedIn right now, what an amazing community of people. You're part of something bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
Gives you purpose, gives your life meaning. Well, that's the definition of well-being, right?
Yeah.
That's the definition.
It's all tied into that. So we talk about well-being and mental health.
Yeah.
This is literally like personal therapy.
It is. Yeah.
Literally, get out of your head, go out into community, connect with other people. And it's what we talk about well-being, which is how you feel, purpose and meaning in your life. It's all those pillars within well-being. So it is that simple. I'm not saying it's going to go out and solve people's mental disabilities. That's different. But for stress, anxiety, depression, this is a great way to get out. Alcoholics Anonymous, all the programs, 12-step programs, they all have a component of giving in it, because they know that it's good for your mental health.
Yeah. Well put. That community part is huge. And
it is huge.
I remember back when I was having negative energy, I guess, negative thoughts.
Yeah.
And I looked around my surroundings. I figured out where was my energy coming from? Where was that energy coming from? And I started looking about who I was associated with and the places I would go and things like that. I was like, okay, the minute I changed that and my circle became, my community became not only my community on LinkedIn, because it's like you said, it's a beautiful community, but the way I don't like watch news anymore. I'm a PureFlex guy, because it's more of a Christian. It's almost like Netflix, but it's called PureFlex. It's all positive videos and Christian videos and things like that. It's like, okay, these are the things. It changed me. It literally changed me on how I look at things, how I react to things, how I communicate with people, and the people I choose to surround myself with.
Exactly.
I've lost close friends and family. I've separated myself from close friends and some family members because that community, they come in that community. I know that energy will not fit. So that community is huge. It makes a big difference, and it can make a difference fast, because it has for me, and it has for our business. So that's huge.
Yep.
It does. It does make that difference without a doubt. And we all know that. Even if you go into, in the days that we were allowed to go and volunteer at a soup kitchen or be part of a community group when you're actually out doing, listen, they're actually in my community this week, because it's National Volunteer Week as well. Every day in the afternoon, they're doing a beach cleanup.
Wow.
So it's something that's safe, that can be done during COVID. Everybody can, be out in a beach and, separated from each other. But every day this week, they're doing a beach cleanup down in our community. And it's so beautiful to go and just, you're doing something with other people, right? That is making that difference. And part of giving is that social connection, which is so important. What we know as human beings, if we had no social connections with other people, we would die. It's just, we need that. We're social human beings. It's part of who we are. And so whether, right now being in COVID, and obviously we can't travel between each other. I mean, I can't even travel outside of my neighborhood right now. We're not even supposed to do that. So what we know is that social media gives us that ability to connect with each other right where we are, and that's been our language we've been using. It's like, we have to just connect right where we are. And it's the beauty of social media and the power that we have to create a positive influence on the world around us.
That's it.
And I always say this as well. Like, I don't care if you have, everybody else says, well, that person's an influencer. They have influence. You know what? Influence is one person. If you can influence and inspire one person, you're an influencer. It's not about numbers. It's not about many likes or followers, video views or followers or whatever you have. What people don't realize is, first of all, influencers take time. That takes time to build that. Hundreds and thousands of hours to build a large influence. Doesn't mean you're an influencer. Okay, you're not influencing people. It means you got a lot of people on your network. But true influence is when you can take what you do, you can be a leader within your own influence. And again, if it's one person, if it's 20 people, if it's 100 people, that's all you need to impact one, because science and research also shows us one person that is inspired by your giving, it actually influences 3 more. And that's how it keeps growing. I always say, I don't actually have to convince 7 billion people on our planet to give. I just gotta, it's just got to be more like 1 or 2 or 3 million. And then all of a sudden that ripple is infectious in itself. Right? And it will keep rippling through that 1 or 2 or 3 million people that I've inspired, or 10 people, whatever that number is, that just keeps going. And I can guarantee you right now, it's further than you will ever know. People pop up, whether it's in one of my social feeds, it's in the 365 Give social feeds. I get an email out of literally nowhere saying, I just need to tell you how much giving has changed me. And I don't know who these people are. I don't know where they found 365 Give. I don't know. They could have been giving. And some of them are literally, I've been giving for the past year, never even knew who they were. And all of a sudden, you have people whose lives have been changed and you never knew it. Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing about the power of your influence. It just has to be one. And really, when it's yourself and you're influencing yourself, I always say, when your cup is full and you give to yourself first, it just overflows over to everybody else. So that's where we start. There. That's where it all starts. Starts right here. The power of one has more influence to millions. And that's energy, right? That's the energy that you put out to the world than, one negative person.
That's it.
One Give Day, ladies and gentlemen. April 21st, that's tomorrow. The global day of giving. It's the global day of giving.
Everybody just keep saying this. They asked me how to do it. It's simple. Post a positive message. Yeah. And it can be an image, whatever you like. Positive message. Make a video about some way that you've give, if that's what you like to do. Or just create some text and pop it up. It's your reason to post tomorrow. It's for those of you that say you're not content creators, it's your day to be a content creator, or share somebody that is doing it. Okay. The more we share this, the further it ripples, the further that doing good, the influence of doing good and giving ripples. So it's really that simple. Just use the hashtag #DoOneGiveDay so we can find you. #DoOneGive. You just need to even do #DoOneGive. We're trying to keep it simple for everybody. And we can't wait to see how everybody's going to give, because it fills our hearts. And that's what we need right now. We need full hearts, right, Rob House?
We need full hearts, because see, you hit it. I mean, energy is transmittable. That's we know it. And the more that we come together, the stronger the energy is, the more synergized we become. And a rising tide lifts all ships. And the reason why the rising tide lifts all the ships, because all the ships are on the tide.
That's it.
Right? And
That's
so
it.
when we give, we lift humanity, because all humanity is on the planet. And so this is how we do it. Jacqueline, this is like, I've learned, I've always loved giving and loved the feeling of, doing philanthropic things. But when my children were sitting there and we were watching that TED Talk a few years ago, and we were all sitting in there, and my Melba was what, 5 then? I mean,
I was
everybody
just saying, not even that. Yeah, I remember.
everyone's sitting there watching it the whole time. It's the TED Talk.
Did you sing Merry Christmas? That's all I want to know. Did you sing along with me? That's the secret. You got to go watch it.
I was just, I was amazed by how powerful that was, because clearly it's something. You're just on stage. You didn't have a light show,
No slides.
nothing on stage. And it was like, man. So from that moment, like, I just knew like how important it was to keep that at the front of mind. And when I'm sharing it, to share with people so they can keep it at the front of mind of not just how easy giving is, but then what that impact can do to somebody else. Like we say, somebody does something so easy, you do a small little thing, take your clothes but it's someone's clothes. Pay for someone's meal, you just do that, but that's someone's meal. Like, tiny little thing, you give them some love on a post, you have no idea what that may do for somebody in lifting them up. So thank you for helping us understand how simple the most powerful things are.
Yes.
The truth, my friend, the truth.
Truth.
Love and action. That's what we call
Love and
it.
action.
Love and action.
Love and action.
Love and action.
In fact, I'm putting in here is your YouTube. On YouTube, your TED Talk. It's on there.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's right there. It's right there.
Go
and if you sing along, I want to know. Just reach out to me. I want to know if you sing along. As I said, it's probably a TEDx first, but
As I put on Rob's, because for some reason we're still not getting everything linked up to our system. So we got to figure out how to do that, because I'm looking at Facebook and LinkedIn, and there's questions, there's likes, there's comments, and it's not popping up on our side.
No, StreamYard's not giving us the love like that.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? We're gonna,
well, whoever is watching and whoever is out there, thank you. Thank you for being here with us. It just means that we've created ripple. We hope when one see it a little further, we hope you'll join us for Do One Give Day, because it's really that simple. And we love lighting up LinkedIn, with the love and the giving. It just makes us all feel good. We get happy and excited about it every year. And we hope you'll join us, because it's what the world needs right now.
yeah, definitely.
It's sure, and that's tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I also want to say something. So, Jacqueline, just so you know, you are my #1 trusted advisor.
Thank you. I think.
Yeah, it means a lot, because you got to have people in your life, that sometimes can steer you in the direction you need to go to when you think you're going in the right direction, but then they can share something. It's like, man, maybe just take a look at it this way. It's like, dang, you've done it a couple of times. Like, wow.
Oh, we've both done that for each other.
Yeah, and Wilton hits me with that thing too. Wilton hits me with it too. It's like, you need people like that in your life that will help guide you in the right direction, give you thoughts of truth, whether you want to hear it or not. They're just going to share. It's going to be available for you if you So thank you for that.
Well, both ways. You are an angel friend. I couldn't have done this without the support of you and your family, because you all have to understand, doing this kind of stuff, I get really scared. I'm like, oh my God, nobody's going to do this with me. I'm not some famous person that everybody knows in the world, and you start a campaign and they join. This is scary for me every single year to go, okay, I got to do One Give Day again. And to have people like you that support it, that just get out there and there's nobody Rob, you Facebook, Instagram, you name it, you have shouted it loud and shouted it proud for years now. And it's because of you that I keep being inspired to do it, because I know I have an amazing supportive group of friends that will stand behind me. So, you know, that's all you need sometimes to help push others forward. And really, I couldn't do it without you. And well, I'm just so thrilled to have you and your family with us. So excited. I want to see those pictures, you know, the stuff, whatever. And whenever, you know, if it's today, it's tomorrow, it's the next day, it's all good. You know, it doesn't have to be do one give day. It can be the next day or the next day, you know. That just continues to share the message and the importance of giving back to our world. So thank you.
That's what's important, is that I think having the do one give day is important to start the ripple effect, to start the momentum for me and my family to make this a regular thing. You know, it's not like, okay, I'm waiting for the next year. I'm waiting for April 21st, 2022. I'm not going to do that, you know.
Yeah, you don't have to.
It's like, okay, this is where I can see how easy it is and how it can impact somebody. This is just it's opened the doors for not only for me but my family to be able to say, you know what, this is amazing. We should do this on a regular basis, because now we know we're making an impact.
Yep.
So thank you for starting this.
Yes.
And for staying on board and staying and knocking it out. And you know, having someone like Rob to be able to, I've been following Rob, and he's been telling me, you know, he told me last year, you got to do this, you got to do this, you know. And I did it last year, and I didn't post it because I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? You got to give. So we went down and we gave to a local shelter, literally down the street right here, right? So, you know, I was like, okay, what do we give them? What do we give them? There are a bunch of kids that live in this community that they don't have parents, and they go to the local school here. So we went down there and just gave them a bunch of treats, you know. We're just like, okay. And like, oh, you're supposed to post it. Like, oh, I didn't post it, you know. But this year, like, okay, we got it now. So, but that was even good. Even not being part, you know, being part of it, but not really being part of it as far as. But it felt like, whoa, this made a big difference. So
exactly. But that's the whole thing. You know what? We can post all we want wherever we want. We'll actually never know how far it goes. And that's okay.
That's right.
You know, and that's okay. Just always know that it has gone further, whether you post it on social. And lots of people say to me, well, people say you shouldn't share what you're giving. You should just do it because, you know, and that's okay too. You know, even if people through our conversation today, if we've inspired one more person, that's fantastic. And if you share it on social, great. If you don't, that's okay too, because there's going to be a lot of those people that through conversations like this, that's all we need to do. You know, we've inspired people to go out there and it will happen.
Yeah.
That's awesome. My cousin Shatik.
I saw that. Shatik,
Buffalo.
thank you for being here.
Yep. And Malcolm, what's up, Malcolm? He actually came with us to Ocean City for RJ's celebration birthday party. Our sons hung out together. Thanks for tuning in, my man. Appreciate you. Do One Give is available every day.
It is. It's available every day of the year. 365 days of the year.
I'm loving it. I'm going to close the show off when we end it with the music video. So for those who have not seen it yet,
Rob has
inspired by this, and actually got my daughter dancing it. She never.
Awesome.
I was surprised. Like I actually just went with it. You know, I was thrown off for a minute. So I didn't have let's film it now. We got the moment. So, but that was a few years ago.
So what are you doing outside of Do One Give? What does Jacqueline Way do? What does she do during this time?
365 Give, I work on it honestly almost every day of the year. It's how I give every day of the year. So 365 Give is a registered charity, and obviously we're Do One Give Day. Do One Give Day is our annual campaign. But running a charity takes time and effort. So honestly, I volunteer my life, and that's what I do. I run 365 Give. That's my job. And I'm a mother. I'm a mother of 3 amazing boys, and they're still pretty young, even though I'm very old. My boys are still pretty young. My youngest is just 8. Yeah, exactly. So I am, a mom as well. And that's what I do. Honestly, if you ever look at me sitting at my desk, and if you saw my desk right now, holy, it's a mess. But that's what I do. I do 365 days of the year. I have an amazing volunteer team. We are a volunteer-run charity. So I have a team of about 25 people
Wow.
that support the work that we do. And so I am managing a team of people that go along with it. But that's what we do. We just are. I'm constantly working on 365. It's my as I say, it's my sole purpose in this world. To keep spreading and growing what we do all over the world.
Yeah, well, you're making an impact for sure. How many schools are you at right now?
Just over 400. Maybe
Wow.
more than that. We keep seeing, I keep my person who runs my back end for me keeps sending me emails going, another school's joined, another school's joined.
Wow.
So it's not just for Do One Give Day. They have access to all of our programs that support our 365 Give Challenge in schools, which is all year round.
So you guys, just so you know what she's talking about, basically this is helping kids in schools to formulate an idea, giving them a roadmap for giving in schools to kind of work with them to making that top of mind, making this like a common practice. What if giving was common practice? You know, what if
giving was like, wouldn't that be a thing?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
How would our world look if giving was just something we did naturally every day?
Right.
How would our world look? We'll pose that to everybody because it actually may just be the world that we all dream of, you know, that we're united, we're peaceful, we're happy people, we're less stressed. Wouldn't that be the world we want? And that's always what amazes us so much is, you know, we could solve our world's greatest problems if everybody just did that every day. It's that simple. It really is that simple. We just make it complicated.
We do.
We expect all the leaders of the world and the United Nations and everybody else to put in policy and, you know, all the billionaires to donate all their money. But you know what? If we all just participated, we actually would create that world.
Right.
And it's that simple. It's just, you know, you got to convince everybody else of it.
Yeah.
But I love how you're doing it at such a young age with our youth, and you're putting that seed in them at an early age because
they've already got it. We just have to grow it.
Yeah,
you're right.
We're born. We just gotta grow it, and the problem is a lot of our schools don't grow that.
Yeah,
exactly.
And you know, the greatest thing is that now social emotional learning is a bigger component to many of our schools now. You know, and that's what this is. It's a tool for social emotional learning for our children. You know, we don't teach happiness in school. You know, which is another crazy concept. Not yet. It's getting there. It's getting there. But you know, this ties that all in. It helps people. It helps children actually experience and relate to and feel the feelings of happiness, so they know how they can get there. It empowers them in their learning. It gives them freedom of choice to do what they want, and that's what our program does. We don't give them like a list of gives they got to go do. They actually get to choose with their teacher, and that's the big part. When people have choice, right? Freedom of choice is a big one. So when you get to choose how you're going to give, how you're going to impact the world that's meaningful to you, that's when it really sticks, right? And then when it sticks with kids so easily. You know, we have a school in Brazil that's been posting all over Instagram right now. And they've got, in COVID, their kids are all at home. So they're doing their giving at home. They're making videos and they're posting it on their school. These are grade 4 kids. And it's, you know, I got on a call with them because Zoom now, right? We can get on a call with the whole classroom in Brazil.
Oh my
God.
God.
And I did that. And I have to tell you, like these kids, and every time I'd say, I'd like you to share what your favorite way to give has been. And they'd share their give. And I'd say, how did it make you feel? So happy, so happy, so happy, right? So it connects them. They do their give, you connect them to that emotion. And then it's like it's rooted in them. They're like, oh, I want to feel happy, I go give. You know, and that's how it started. It's how me and my son did it and how I rooted it in him as well.
Wow.
So we can all do it. We can all do it. Then we've created new leaders in our world who understand this.
Yeah. And who have these principles that are now built into them. They've grown up with them.
Absolutely.
It's interesting when a child grows up with certain principles, who they become as an adult. You know? Oh man.
And not because they have to, or because of religious beliefs, or because somebody's told them they have to, because they've experienced how it feels.
You will see that, Absolutely.
And that's the difference, right? So it's not just you have to do this because you have to do it for society. You don't have. They do it because they know how it feels.
Yeah.
And that's the connection we're trying to make for everybody is let's teach the kids how it feels to give. And then we've created a happy world.
That's it.
Jacqueline, go, Wilton.
Now I was gonna say, so if I'm a administrator right now, or I'm a principal, I'm like, I like this. It's not at our school.
Easy. Go to our website. You sign up. Membership is free. Our programs are free. We believe the education of giving should be free to everybody in the world. You just go to our website. It will guide you right in. Our programs are there for you. Super easy. As we say, teaching giving is easy for everybody. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. And that's how easy we have made it for everybody.
Yep.
John Gora!
John Gora! What's
He
up,
is in the house. So great to see you, my friend. He is a shining example.
He is.
Shining example of this.
He sure is.
That's awesome. So
Jacqueline,
what is the website?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I missed that question.
Share with everybody what the website is.
Oh, www.365give.ca. And there's Chef Jill. Hi, Jill. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so we're .ca. Just remember, we're Canadian, so that's where the .ca. www.365give.ca, and you can find it. And you can be a school, you can be a family, you can be an individual, you can be a business, whichever way it goes. We have, our program is that easy that we have it there for all of you, and we will inspire you every day to give, because that's our job.
Jacqueline,
it's a good job.
I want to know if the universe comes to you and only is going to grant you one wish. One. Now, I'm making assumptions in my head what your wish is going to be, but what would that wish be? You get one of them. It could be anything you desire. What would it be?
I had one wish. What would it be? That's a really good one. Actually, we were talking about this the other day with my kids, because my son said, I wish, if you could wish for one thing that it rained, what would it be? And he said, money, mommy. I want to rain money.
That's a good one.
I said? And half you're going to think I'm really hokey out there. You know what? I wish it would rain love. I wish for love for everybody, because when we have love that comes to us and from us, then we got it all. We got everything. The money will come. The peace comes. The hunger goes away. Like it does. So that's what I wish. I wish everybody had that beautiful sense of love that comes from them, and that would be the world we want. So I wish for love. The rest comes with it.
You're right. You're so right. Love, because when people love themselves, it's easier to love others.
Absolutely.
It's like easy.
Then you feel like Steve Wilhouse said this yesterday, and he was talking. He had a post about, feeling gratitude for things, because if you can't feel gratitude for what you have, you never feel like you have enough.
That is it. You better say that again.
And completely. Well, I'm giving that one to Steve. That one's not mine. But my response to him is that the problem with the world is it's not even about what you have. You don't feel grateful for what you have. You don't feel like you have enough. The root problem is we don't feel like enough.
Yeah.
Right. And when you don't feel like enough inside, that's where the root of the problem is. And so that's what I wish for everybody, to feel like you're enough.
Ooh.
Right. And when you have enough, everything comes. Everything comes. And we all innately have enough. It's only what we visually see as lack, the experience we have in the world as lack. But when you come from a place of enough on the inside, you got all you need. Mother Teresa, right?
That's it.
Mother Teresa. She never came from a place of lack. She never had anything. She never needed anything, because she never came from a place of lack.
Yep. Well,
she just came from a place of love, and that's all she needed. And she had the most amazing life, healthy, strong, remarkable, for such a rich life. I'm not saying I'm Mother Teresa by any means, but it's just the example of how one person can go out and change the world, because she always came from a place of enough to give, and she gave love.
You're Mother Way, is what you are.
Mother Way.
Mother Way.
Mother Way. Mother Way.
You're leading the way, sister. Thank you, Jacqueline.
Thank you for having me. I love you guys. Love you.
Same here.
Give day. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, you can give. You can give to the animals, the planet. You can give to people. It's easy. Easy peasy. And guess what? After you do it, you're going to feel so good, you just might want to do it again. And if you do that again and you inspire somebody and they inspire somebody, if we keep this up, when we keep this up, the picture that we paint for humanity, our kids will say thank you.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
They're
it.
gonna look back at this video one day and say, "Oh, it's such an old video, but man, they were so right."
Right. Right. And if
Our
you don't know-
footprint right here. It's here.
that's right. And if you don't know what to give, start with a hug, start with a smile, start with saying I love, something easy like I don't know what to do.
Pick up garbage. Pick up garbage.
That's it. Pick up park it. Yeah, garbage.
Recycle. Don't
Yeah.
have such a long shower. It doesn't even have to. Some people are comfortable. People to people. Go for the animal. Feed one
Yeah.
on the street. I got 4 bird feeders out in my yard. Do what works for you and you're comfortable with.
That's it.
That's all it is.
Love it.
So,
Thank you, Jacqueline.
you have
Love
a
you.
video, right? You have a
Yep.
video?
Yeah, about to drop it up here right now.
Oh yeah, drive it. I want to see it. Yep.
Is it loaded up?
Yeah, right here.
It's coming. It's coming. He's
All
coming.
right.
Yeah,
This
I
is
had
the
to pull up.
song of the century. There
There
it
it
is. I may sing along.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are giving out gifts all over the world. 365, yeah. Another one. 365, yeah. Another one. 365 ways you can give your love today. Love some way, some way. 365 ways you can give your love today. Love some way. 365 ways you can give your love. Love. 365 ways. 365, yeah. Another one. 365, yeah. Here comes another one. Get it, got it. It's 365. Feel it when you got it. It's a very strong vibe. Love, it always when push comes to shove. The dark's down below, but the light shines above. Help somebody, you can help someone somewhere with something. Sometimes it's fun. Hey, what can I say? But yeah, come on, the great things that happen today. Because another day to help another one. You can help somebody win the game you would have never won. This I know. It's time to let the world know. We're united and victory make the world glow. The whole world so let's go. 365, yeah. Here comes another one. 365, yeah. Here comes another one.
365 ways you can give your love today. Some way. 365 ways you can give your love today. Some way.
365 ways you can give your love. Love.
365 ways you can give your love today. Love some way. We are united.
Stand tall, united, stand tall.
We are united in love.
We are united in love. We are united in
Bobby Family is the best. Who
That's
does
amazing.
that? That's amazing.
Man,
That was awesome.
that was like
Thank you.
all
Love
that.
song.
Like the music, the people, the energy.
Absolutely.
It's like, perfect.
Your wife's just like stunning voice.
Oh my
The whole family. I mean, they're
Oh,
all
the whole
gifted, man. It's like You know, they're the new Jackson 5. They're the housing 5.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, we're house music. How nice did that work out?
That's it. House music. I like that. I love that. Yeah. All talented. Jacqueline, honestly, thank you for this amazing movement. You know, it's really is. It's what you are doing is you're changing the way people think, and putting that seed into such a young, to our youth. Like Rob was saying, their children. This keeps on, and it's just a ripple effect. What we want our world to be will be. You know, because little by little,
people, right? It's about us.
it.
It's about these conversations, and all of us just coming together, and that's the beautiful part. So thank you so much for having me and giving me the opportunity to share what we do. And honestly, such an enlightening conversation. It's what we need.
Thank you, Jacqueline, for leading the way.
Yes, thank you so much.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you both for Do One Give Day. Super excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you again, guys. Go do something, give something. Hashtag Do One Give website. Go to our website. Take a look at it. It's 365give.ca. Take a look at it. It's a huge movement. If you are in the education department or industry, take a look at it.
If you got a church, if you got a nonprofit, if you are sitting at home, if you got a store, if you have an office, you have a corporation, if you have anything that has people.
That's it.
This is an amazing program to adopt because when we do this, ladies and gentlemen, when we do this, I'm not saying if, because when we do this, we get this thing working on common, and it's going to be an amazing thing. We're going to see hunger, homelessness, poverty diluting.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you so
All right,
much.
ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time, Jacqueline.
Oh, wait, here, I'm going to do this with you guys. This is something that a friend of mine taught me when you're doing now Zoom calls with groups or whatever it is. Okay, so rub your hands together. I'm going to share this one. Rub your hands together. Get that energy going. We need this for Do One Give Day. All right, hands to the screen. This is the way we do it remotely now. Hands to the screen. Thank you. That's my hug to you. This is my virtual hug to all of you.
Love it. I felt it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
Have a beautiful day, everybody.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you.
What if there was a way to get more done by using less effort? What if you could eliminate all the mundane, tedious, repetitive daily tasks off your plate? What if you could have more time to do the things you want to do, like customer engagement, branding, and spending more time with those who are important to you, like your team, your friends, and your family? Well, you can, and RPA can do that for you. RPA, Robotic Process Automation, is a technology that is literally transforming businesses overnight, giving you and your staff more time to do more meaningful things. The STA Group will show you how this can be done in less than 30 days and taking less than 5 hours of your time in the process. In that 30 days, you will learn how to identify all the places of your business that can be automated, and the STA Group will show you how. From conversation to activation in less than 30 days. You will only find that right here. You will be ahead of your competition, and you will give your business the opportunity to grow once you learn how to scale through automation. Contact us today for a free 30-minute discovery evaluation, and we'll show you how to transform your business overnight.
Yo, you switch quick, man. Look at that.
Yeah.
I love it. And that was amazing. I know we're pretty much come over time, but dude, that was it was just amazing to see. Look at Malcolm again. We have some great people on here.
Yeah.
I'm brushing my teeth. I love that.
That's awesome. Who's that? Who's that LinkedIn user?
That's what we got to see. We got to figure out how to get this going, man, because we really don't know who they are. I mean, we know most of them, but some of them pop up as unknown. I'm glad to see you, Rob. Look at that, you know. So this is amazing, man. You know, Jill, that's on my. Oh man, that's one of my connections. Hi, Jill. You know, so
She's cooking.
Yeah,
Cooking
man.
it up.
Yeah, so
We thank you for tuning in.
yeah, that was amazing, man. I think what Jacqueline is doing is just so powerful. Honestly, just giving, starting, all of us starting, we can make that ripple effect. But for her to be able to penetrate and get this into our youth, it may not happen overnight, but you know, you go to a school, you impact 4 people. Next semester or next year, impact 8 people, 16 people, and all of a sudden, boom,
400 schools.
Within 10 years, you pretty much everybody's giving. You know, everybody has that mindset.
Everyone.
And that
everyone's going to be doing this, dude.
Everyone's
going to be doing this. And the people who aren't doing it, they just, you know, it's going to be very minimum. Because see, what people are going to realize is that it's not about who you voted for. It's not about your religion. It's not about how much money you make. It's not about even the color of your skin.
Right.
It's about being a good person, and everybody wants the best for their family and themselves. So if you want the best for yourself and your family, if you're kind to others, you get that naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So once that becomes the common thinking practice, dude, this is gonna be a humanity you can't mess with.
It's over.
Forget about going to the moon, dude.
It's over.
Wait till we get together.
Yeah.
We're all over this universe.
It is. You know, it's so good, man. I mean, it really makes you think about what you can do, and it's just good to have a movement like this, and so we can just continue doing it over and over and again.
Yeah. For
That's
sure.
awesome. So let's talk about what's coming up, man. This month we have, we're going to end this, but we want to cover what's coming up. We have our webinar coming up, our RPA webinar, which is our next one is April 27th, which is
next Tuesday. Next Tuesday.
It's a week from today already. Golly.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, let me put the let me put that the link in the chat here. If you have a business or you know someone who has a business, if you are interested in starting business, I would say come to this webinar. Come to this webinar because this is a technology that every business is going to have to soon have. So this is a technology that's almost like a computer. You think about how a computer is a necessity, and like how many offices, how many businesses don't have computers?
That's right.
The ones that probably aren't in business, right? It's the same kind of thing with this technology. So come and learn what this is. Learn what RPA is. You know, it's a very powerful software technology that is changing the game in every industry, every single one is being impacted by this.
That's it. It's funny. It's great that you said that because I was on a call this morning on a round table, right? And we were talking about RPA, and this one guy says, well, not everybody needs RPA. And I told them everybody needs RPA. He goes, not every business needs it because of this. They start naming it. I was like, listen, I said, let me ask you something. I said, if you can have at least 30% of your time to do something else that's going to impact your business, will that make a big difference in your company? Well, of course that will. I said, well, RPA can automate at least 30% of what you're doing. Any business is doing right now, at least.
Insert foot here.
At least, right? It's like, so RPA is needed. And right now, only maybe 1% of the world even knows or is implementing it, right? But by 2017, half of them will have it. How fast is that growing? How fast is that growing? We're starting to see clients that we have, just they see it and they feel it like, oh wait, I'm way ahead of the game. I'm going to take full advantage of it because they're saving immediately. They save money, they save time, they save everything. Their ROI is instant. I mean, it's just a major impact. So if you guys are in business, if you're a consultant, if you know businesses, tell them about our webinar on the 27th because it's going to be a game changer.
And also, so this is helping businesses, but then also if you are a consultant, or you like to be an affiliate. An affiliate is someone who just is going to introduce this technology to businesses. It's literally just that easy. It's introduction. It's a link. You share with them. They get educated. They can't unlearn what they learn. And if they're in business and they have intelligence, don't have to have a lot. Don't need a lot of intelligence for this. Because it's like, I want to be in business or not. The easy choice. Once they understand it, and then this is a service that is very sticky, which means people don't stop what's working. So
Right.
Once it's working and you're saving time and your people are happy, you're not going to go backwards. But our affiliates, you're making revenue off of this, and you're making it a lot. We're not going to put a number on it, but we're going to say that this is an industry that, according to Gardner, is impacting more businesses. Right now, this technology is bigger than anything. It's impacting more businesses than anything, and it's only at the beginning.
It's only at the beginning.
This beginning. So it's impacting more than anything, but it's only at the beginning. And most people don't really know about it. So we're really at its infancy. So that would mean this is a prime time for you to get on board. Imagine yourself at the beginning before Google was Google. It was just that word Google. When you heard the word Google, you're like, what the heck is a Google? But now, you know what Google is now, don't you?
Everybody knows Google is,
Everybody
right?
knows Google. Well,
That's
Google
right.
is just as weird as RPA, okay?
That's it. RPA is barely cracking. It's the bamboo tree that's barely cracking that surface. When it comes through and gets some sunlight, that thing's going to explode. It's going to explode. And the great thing about it is that if you're an affiliate, you're froze again, drinking your bottle. There you go. You're coming back little by little. But if you're an affiliate and you know what RPA can do if you're a consultant and you become an affiliate and you know what RPA can do, the impact you're going to have on your clients is huge. We already see it happening. So, that's pretty much it, man. I think we better wrap this up. I know you're frozen, but try to come back before we unfreeze. You're back. You there? You like to freeze at the beginning and at the end. Well, everybody, there you go. Well, I'm going to say bye on behalf of Rob and myself. We'll see you again on Thursday. We have another guest, I believe is Junaid, in Production Wizard. He'll talk more about what he does. But until then, you guys have a great day and God bless. Peace.
Welcome to the Business Empowerment Podcast, the show that keeps you in the know with what you need to know in business and technology and for yourself so you can grow. Welcome to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Rob House, and my co-host, Wilton Rogers, got insight for miles. Miles and miles. We'll give you what you need to know. Get ready for